I mean, yeah, because we look so serious and dignified before.
All right, it says meeting is now streaming on YouTube. What do you think? Think it's true? We'll find out. All right, kids, we're all ready. So, welcome, friends. Was that loud? We got the cast here. We got all our Warner Brothers tour guides, and we're going to do this episode of Friends. It's the pilot, which was called Friends Like Us originally. And I just want to tell everybody thank you for coming, and I hope we're going to have a good time with this. And in case anybody did not know, I was on an episode of Friends, so I got that out of the way. There we go. No one cares.
It's Mark, we know.
All right, so we're going to start this episode with the best way possible, which is, of course, the Friends theme song. Here we go. I like Brad splashing the pool. And fade out. All right, so Friends Like Us pilot. It is written by David Crane, Marta Kaufman, of course, the creators. And this is a first draft, March 3rd, 1994. The characters, of course, is Monica. Who's Monica? Raise your hand. There she is. Smart, cynical, defended, very attractive. Had to work up for everything she has. An assistant chef for a chic uptown restaurant with a romantic disaster area. Okay, Rachel. Where's my Rachel? There she is. Spoiled, adorable, courageous, terrified. Monica's best friend from high school. Has worked for none for what she has and on her own for the very first time and equipped with nothing to do. Phoebe. There's Phoebes. Sweet, flaky, new age waif. Monica's former roommate sells barrettes on the street and plays guitar in a subway. A good soul. Ross. There he is. Intelligent, emotional, romantic. Monica's brother. Suddenly divorced. Facing singlehood with a phenomenal reluctance. Paleontologist. Not that that matters. Joey.
How you doing?
There he is. Handsome, macho. There we go. Smug. There we go. Lives across the hall from Monica and Rachel, wants to be an actor, actually wants to be Al Pacino, loves women, sports, women, New York, women, and most of all, Joey. That true, Tim?
I mean,
that's pretty accurate.
Joey.
Spot on.
Chandler. Where's my Chandler?
Could I be more excited to be here?
Yes. Droll. Dry. There we go. A weary observer of everyone's life and on his own. In his own, rather, works in front of a computer doing something tedious in a claustrophobic cubicle in a nondescript office building, survives by way of a sense of humor and snacks. All are in their 20s, yeah, and trying to figure it out. All right. Act 1, fade in, interior coffee house, afternoon. A rainy afternoon, Monica, Joey, Chandler, and Phoebe are hanging out, talking. We hear snatches of conversation, broken up by a series of dissolves.
I'm telling you, I've had it with the whole dating thing.
Yeah.
I mean it this time. If I have to laugh at another stupid anecdote or eat another Caesar salad, I'm going to kill myself.
I don't hate dating.
That's because you don't date. You just move in with guys.
That's true.
You know what my favorite kind of date is?
The kind where you don't leave your gum in her ear.
I can't believe you told her.
I couldn't help myself.
No, wait a minute. If you're not dating anymore, what's tonight?
Tonight is not a date. It's not. It's just two people going out to dinner and not having sex.
Sounds like a date to me.
Dissolve 2, interior, same day later. There are more half-empty plates on the table. Joey's arguing with Monica.
I can't believe I'm hearing what I'm hearing.
What? I said you had a very nice butt. It's just not a great butt.
You know that a great bud? Speed racer. Well, he did.
You know what? I'm not even gonna listen to you. You wouldn't know a great bud if it came up and bit you.
There's an image.
Dissolved to interior same day later. More dishes and cups littered a table. Chandler is in the middle of relating a dream.
All right. I'm back in high school in the middle of junior senior lobby, and I realize I'm totally naked.
I've had this dream.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
Then I look down and I realize there's a phone there.
Instead of a.
Yup.
Yeah, I've never had
Had
that
that
dream.
dream.
Wow.
All of a sudden, the phone starts to ring. I don't know what to do. Everyone starts looking at me.
They weren't looking at you before?
Finally, I figure I better answer it. Turns out it's my mother, which is really weird because she never calls.
Oh yeah, that's what's weird.
In the midst of this, Ross, Monica's older brother, enters. He's totally despondent. He moves to the others and sits.
Hi.
This guy says hello, and I want to kill myself.
You okay?
I feel like someone reached down my throat, grabbed my small intestine, pulled it out of my mouth, and tied it around my neck.
Cookie?
Carol moved her stuff out today.
Phoebe goes to Ross and waves her hand wildly, very close to his head.
What are you doing?
I'm cleaning your aura.
Don't. Just leave my aura alone. I'll be fine. Really. Just look. I hope she'll be happy.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. Okay. I hope she'll be happy until I'm happy, which may take forever. But the hell with her. She left me.
And you never knew she was a lesbian.
No. Why does everyone keep fixating on that? She didn't. No. How should I know? It's not like there's a mark on her head.
Sometimes I wish I were a lesbian. Did I say that out loud?
I told mom and dad last night.
Yeah, I know. Then they called and yelled at me for an hour and a half. They couldn't quite explain how I'm responsible for your ex-wife's sexual preference, but I didn't stop them.
All right, look, you're feeling a lot of pain right now. You're angry, you're hurt, blah, 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 blah. You know what the answer is? You need another woman.
Oh, please. That's your answer to, do you want more coffee?
Hey, you got to get back on the horse.
And speaking for all women, thank you for the livestock analogy.
But I don't want another woman. I want to be. I don't want to be single. I don't want to put together all that IKEA furniture by myself. I just want to be married again.
At that moment, a woman in a bridal gown enters. Seeing this, Chandler takes a shot.
And I just want a lot of money.
He looks at the door expectantly. Nothing.
See, now why doesn't it work for me?
The bride goes to the counter. She is soaking wet from the rain as she orders coffee.
Isn't that Rachel Robbins?
Where?
Where?
Monica sees that indeed she knows the wet bride.
Be right back. Rachel?
Rachel turns and sees her. She greets Monica with an outpouring of relief.
Oh God, Monica, hi, thank God. I went to your apartment and you weren't there and I didn't know what to do. And so I just came here for, thanks, coffee.
That's a $20, that's $1.25, sorry.
Oh, right, I just have a penny my Aunt Harriet put in my shoe for luck.
I'm just guessing it didn't work.
She pays. There's an awkward moment as she surveys the soaking wet bride.
So what's new?
Oh, not much. I'm supposed to get married in about 15 minutes.
Oh, I didn't know. I guess that's because I wasn't, I don't know, invited.
I know, I'm sorry.
Hey, it's your wedding.
Monica?
I mean, I know we haven't kept in touch lately, but...
Monica, these shoes hurt. This cup is hot. Think you could get over this a little faster?
I'll work on it. Come on.
She takes her back to the table.
Everybody, this is Rachel, who I thought was my best friend in high school. Rachel, this is everybody. Joey and Chandler and Phoebe, and you remember my brother Ross?
Sure.
Hi.
Great dress.
Thanks. It's Versace.
What happened?
Oh God, I don't know. I guess it was the gravy boat that started it.
Isn't it always?
I was in this room where we were keeping all the presents, and I was looking at this gravy boat, this really gorgeous Limoges gravy boat, and all of a sudden I realized that I was more turned on by this gravy boat than by Barry. And I got really freaked out, and I was talking about it with Mindy, my maid of honor, and that's when it hit me how much Barry looks like Mr. Potato Head. I mean, I always knew he looked familiar, but so anyway, I just had to get out of there. And I didn't know what to do or where to go, and you were the only one I knew who lived in the city.
Who wasn't invited to the wedding?
He smiles guiltily and shivers and sneezes.
Sure.
Interior Monica's apartment later. Close on a TV, a Spanish language soap opera is in progress. Pull back to reveal the group, riveting, trying to guess the plot. All but Rachel, who is in the kitchen talking on the phone. She is now wearing a borrowed pair of jeans and a sweatshirt, towel drying her hair.
Okay. The lady in red is really pissed at the guy who can't stand still because
Because he's breaking off their affair.
Because he's wearing her top?
Meanwhile, Rachel is speaking with her father.
Hi, Daddy. No, I'm okay. I'm okay. Really, I'm sorry. I can't marry him. I don't love him. Well, it matters to me. Daddy, please don't yell. May I speak? May I speak? May I speak?
After a moment, she holds the phone away from her ear, and we can hear a muted squawking of her father. She looks out at the television. Squawk.
The woman, sorry, squawk. The woman in the red dress is upset because he knows who tried to steal her baby. I took Spanish in college.
Well, that sucks all the fun out of it.
They change the channel and land on Susan Power, pushing her diet and exercise regimen.
is it me or is there something ironic about a bald anorexic woman jumping up and down screaming, "Stop the insanity"?
Meanwhile, Rachel is now arguing with her father, upset.
But Daddy, it's my life. Well, maybe that's my decision. Maybe I'll stay here. Maybe I don't need your money. Wait, I said maybe.
But there is nothing but a dial tone. They all stare at Rachel. She looks pale. Dissolved too. Interior, same. Little later, Monica, Phoebe, and Ross sit with Rachel, who is hyperventilating into a paper bag. Chandler and Joey look on with concern while they raid the refrigerator.
Breathe. That's it. Just relax. Try to think about nice, calm things.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, doorbells and sleigh bells and something with mittens. Something with string. These are a few of my favorite things.
Don't sing.
It's gonna be okay. Come on, we've all gotten along fine without your father's money. You can too.
You're right. You're right. I've never lived on my own and taken care of myself. And although it doesn't sound like something I particularly like, if I'm ever going to try it, now's the time. So
What so? Oh no, look, I'm really not good with the roommate thing. No one should be around me in the morning. Tell her.
It's true.
True.
She's a nightmare.
I used to live with her. She's a total bitch.
There. You see?
Listen, if she says no, you know you always got a place with Joey. Me and Chandler, we live right across the hall.
Joey, stop hitting on her. It's her wedding day. All right, look, we can try it, but the minute we start sharing clothes or giving each other bikini waxes, you're out of here.
Bzzz.
Can I take your order? That's a terrible noise.
It's Paul.
Buzz him. I totally forgot. I'm supposed to go out with this guy tonight. I'll just tell him I can't do it.
Because let's not forget, it's not a real date.
no, go. I'll be fine, really.
Monica opens to reveal Paul, a nice looking guy in his late 20s.
Hey, come on in. Paul, this is everybody. Everybody, Paul.
Paul enters. Everyone says, hi.
Hi,
Hi.
Paul.
Hey, Paul.
And when his back is to them, they indicate to Mata, not bad, all right, etc.
I'll be right out.
She exits into the bedroom.
Here's a tip. She really likes it when you rub her neck on the same spot over and over and over and over again till it starts to get a little red.
Shut up, Joey.
Joey shrugs. Ross turns to Rachel, a little awkward.
So, do you have any plans tonight?
Well, I was kind of supposed to be headed for Aruba on my honeymoon, so no.
Oh, right. Sure. Well, if you don't feel like being alone, Joey and Chandler are coming over to help put together my new furniture.
And we're very excited about it.
Thanks. I think I'll just hang out here. It's been a long day.
Sure. Okay. Sure.
Phoebes, you want to come?
I wish I could. I can't. I've got to work tonight.
Cut to interior subway station later. Phoebe is sitting on the ground playing one of her terrible folk songs. Her guitar case is open for money. She sings.
Love is sweet and as summer showers. Love is wondrous work of art. But your love.
That was awesome.
It was weird.
It's very electronica there.
I know.
Interior Ross apartment, same time. It's a virtually empty apartment. Joey and Chandler are drinking beer and helping Ross to put together his new IKEA furniture. Ross is working on something that will someday will be a coffee table. Joey reads the instruction for a bookcase to Chandler.
All right. You need to attach a brackety thing to the side things using a bunch of these little worm guys, and all that hooks into H.
I have no brackety things. I see no worm guys whatsoever. I'm telling you, this is a British conspiracy.
What if I throw out all this stuff and just use the box as a coffee table? I can put a cloth on it.
Cut to Japanese restaurant, same time. Monica and Paul are on their date. Conversation has just come to a standstill. Go for it, Paul.
You knew I was married, right?
No, I didn't. Not that this surprises me, what with things going so well and you being so nice and heterosexual and all. But look, I don't go out with married guys. They have lives.
Oh, no.
Looks like he's frozen in time.
Oh, Paul.
Paul.
Not Paul the wine guy.
Oh.
Paul, is it?
Paul the wine guy. There you are.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah. Whoa, no. Was married, as in she left me, as in I would be happy to hear trapped in a mine disaster with a yeast infection.
Oh, well, at least you're not angry.
She smiles and shrugs. Cut to interior Monica and Rachel's apartment, same time. Rachel is talking on the phone. She paces upset.
I just wanted to say I'm so sorry, Barry. I'm so sorry. I know you probably think this is all about what I said the other night about you making love with your socks on, but it isn't. It's about me.
She hangs up and redials, waits for the message.
I got beeped off again. Anyway, look, I know you probably hate me, and that's fair, but I wanted you to know that if you ever just want to talk to me or yell at me, I'm here. You know, I still think you're one of the most.
She's cut off again. She rolls her eyes, hangs up and redials. Cut back to Ross's apartment later. The furniture building progress slowly. Chandler and Joey have just finished building a wall unit. They survey their handiwork proudly.
I'm thinking we got a bookcase here.
It's a beautiful thing.
Then Joey notices something on the floor.
What's that?
I would have to say it's an L-shaped bracket.
Which goes where?
They both stare at the bookcase.
I have no idea.
A beat, Joey kicks the bracket under the sofa.
Throw the bookcase.
Ross is into his second beer. He stares at the furniture pieces around him.
I really miss her.
If you're gonna start with that stuff, we're out of here.
Yeah, don't spoil the fun.
You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. I was cleaning out the bathroom and I found an old box of her maxi pads. I just couldn't get myself to throw them out.
Sure.
So I've been using them as arch supports.
Oh, man,
What's
don't
that?
tell us this.
Cut back to the Japanese restaurant, same time.
Ever since she left, I've been unable to perform sexually.
Wow. I'm sorry. Yeah, was probably not the most appropriate response.
It's so bizarre. I mean, I meet a woman and it's like my mind is going, yeah. And my body's going, wanna bet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She takes his hands and holds it. Cut back to Ross's apartment, same time. The guys have stopped building furniture and now are just getting serious about their beer.
I'm divorced. I'm 26 and I'm divorced.
Shut up!
Ross, you've got to understand, between us, we haven't had a relationship that's lasted longer than a Mento. You had the love of a woman for 4 years of closeness and sharing, at the end of which she ripped your heart out, which is why we don't do it. I don't think that was my point.
Okay. What if there was only one woman for me? And what if you can only get one and that's it? Unfortunately, in my case, there was only one woman for her.
What are you talking about, one woman? That's like saying there's only one flavor of ice cream for you. Let me tell you something. There's lots of flavors out there. There's Rocky Road and cookie dough and Sing Cherry Vanilla. They got kinds with fudge swirls and nougat. You can get them with jimmies or nuts or no nuts or whipped cream. This is the best thing that has ever happened to you. You got married. You were like, what sight? Welcome back to the world. Grab a spoon.
I honestly don't know if I'm horny or hungry.
Instead of my freezer.
Cut to interior Monica and Rachel's apartment later. Close on the TV, there's an old Happy Days rerun. The one where Joni and Chachi get married. Pull back to reveal Rachel watching. There are tears in her eyes and a tub of ice cream in her lap. As Chachi says, I do, Rachel wipes a tear from her wedding veil.
See, but Joni loved Chachi. That's the difference.
Cut back to Monica's hallway later. Paul has brought Monica home. They stand outside her door.
This was great. I mean it. I was fully prepared for you to eat with the food on the outside of your mouth or make little bunnies out of your napkin. It's happened, but this was great.
It really was. Anyway,
The air is thick with sexual tension. He leans in to kiss her, but right before their lips touch,
so can I call you again?
Uh-huh.
Tomorrow, okay?
Uh-huh.
I was thinking we could.
Paul, shut up.
she kisses him. It's a good kiss. They press against each other. All of a sudden, both their eyes widen. Monica glances down. Paul tries to suppress a grin.
We're not alone.
I noticed.
This is historic. I mean, oh my God.
She laughs and kisses him again then.
You want to come in?
I don't know. I mean, I do, but I don't know. Maybe we should take this slow.
Believe me, I'm all for slow.
Okay. Tomorrow. We'll talk.
Tomorrow. Good night.
She turns beat. They kiss again and again. They fall into the apartment. Cut to New York stock shot. The skyline of New York at night. We hear the last strain of Phoebe's songs.
And your love, your love, your love. is like a furball in my throat.
And we fade out. Commercial. Act 2, fade in. Interior Monica and Rachel's apartment the next morning. Rachel is in a robe, pouring coffee for Chandler and Joey, who've come over to mooch some breakfast.
Isn't it amazing? I mean, I've never made coffee before in my life.
That is amazing.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You know, I figure if I could make coffee, there isn't anything I can't do.
I think it's if I can invade Poland, there isn't anything I can do. Can't do.
Listen, while you're on a roll, if you feel like you got to make a Western omelet or something, although actually it's really not, I'm really not that hungry this morning.
Coffee just for me. It's a breakfast unto itself.
You're welcome.
As she turns her back to put the coffee pot back in the stove, the guys mouth each other. That was perhaps the worst cup of coffee ever brewed by people. At that moment, the door of Monica's bedroom door opened. She emerged dressed for work.
Morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
With that, Paul emerges, dressed as he was the night before. He smiles and kind of sheepishly.
Morning.
Hello, Paul.
Hello,
Hello, Paul.
Morning, Paul.
As Monica leads him to the door,
This guy's looking.
No, they're just the Lenny and Squiggy of my life.
they stand at the doorway and continue in whispers.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
He kisses her. Monica's eyes, the others peering around to see. Oh, okay.
We'll talk later.
Thank you.
He goes. Monica closes the door and sighs.
And that wasn't a real date. What the hell would you do on a real date?
I'm afraid that's a mystery you will never unravel.
All right, kids, I've got to get to work. If I don't input those numbers, it doesn't make much of a difference.
So, like, you guys all have jobs?
The other three exchange a look.
Yeah, we all have jobs. That's how we buy stuff.
I'm an actor.
Wow, would I have seen you in anything?
I doubt it. Mostly regional work.
Unless you happen to catch the Wee Ones production of Pinocchio at the little theater in the park.
It was a job, all right?
Look, Geppetto, I'm a real live boy.
Thank you. You both can die slowly.
He storms out. Chandler follows.
Once I was a wooden boy, a little wooden boy.
He leaves. Monica goes over to Rachel.
How you doing today?
Not as good as you, but I'm okay. Really. Go. You go to work.
And with that, she takes her coffee, curls up on the couch, and turns on the TV. As Katie Couric chats with Bryant, Monica goes over to Rachel.
Rach, little thing. If you're going to be staying here, you're going to have to help with the, rent,
Okay.
which probably means getting one of those job things.
Oh, okay. Not a problem.
Really?
Hey, I made coffee.
As Monica ponders this, we cut to interior Chandler's office later. Well, not really an office, more like a tiny cubicle. Chandler sits before his computer screen. Rachel is visiting. He is sharing his work ethic with her.
I know sitting in front of this thing is killing my brain and my sperm, but I get to make free long distance calls, so what the hell?
Chandler's supervisor, an older woman with a grim expression, passes by. She peers over the top of Chandler's cubicle. He smiles at her.
Hello, Mrs. Van Boon. You're looking lovely today. Is that a new pin? Smells like autumn, don't you think?
The woman says nothing. She gives him one final look and moves off.
Woman scares the hell out of me. Anyway, your resume. Okie dokie. Previous experience.
None?
None. Job skills.
None.
That's 2 nuns. One more and they can walk into a bar. Okay, education.
Bachelor's in art history.
With a minor in
Dance.
dance. Oh, you should do just fine.
Cut to interior Bloomingdale's later. Near the fragrance counter, Joey is now in a tuxedo. He holds an atomizer, which he's offering to passing customers.
Aramis? Aramis? Aramis?
Rachel, yep.
Hey, gorgeous. How's the hunting?
Don't ask. But I got an interview here at 4 as an assistant buyer. I mean, doesn't that sound like the perfect job for me? If anything, I'm overqualified.
If anything, you're late.
Oh.
Go!
She runs off.
Aramis? Aramis?
Dissolve to the same little later. Joey's now coming on to a very attractive woman customer.
Here, smell me.
Hey, Joey.
You got the job?
No, but I found this great pair of boots.
She opens the bag. He looks in and reads the price of the box.
Wow, $400. You really got this whole impoverished, out of work thing down, don't you?
Rachel beams as we cut to restaurant kitchen, same time. Monica is at work with an assistant chef in an elegant uptown French restaurant. She's in a great mood, still in the flush of afterglow. Franny, another young woman chef, comes up beside her as they salute.
Hey,
Hey,
Satay.
how was your weekend?
not bad.
You had sex, didn't you?
I may have had sex, yes. Onions?
And the drought is over. So, who?
You know Paul, the wine guy?
Oh, yeah, I know Paul. Is he unbelievable or what? I mean, I could never see going out with him seriously. I mean, he's such a hound. But between those Wumzadas, hello.
When did you go out with him?
I don't know, like 2 months ago?
As Monica and the onions burn, cut to interior coffee house. Later, the group is gathered.
Of course it was a line.
Why would anybody do something like this?
I assume we're looking for an answer more sophisticated than to get you into bed.
Let's put it this way. Were you especially attentive last night? Especially selfless and giving, you know, making that little extra effort because it was all about him?
I hate men. I hate men.
She's right. A woman would never do something like this.
Oh, yeah? Well, you ever hear about a man faking it?
We do that for you.
And don't think we don't appreciate it.
Is it me? Is it like I have a beacon that only dogs and men with severe emotional problems can hear?
It's not you.
Actually, I think it might be 9th grade, Ronnie Sugarman, and that kid from camp who was afraid of your bike.
Oh, and remember when Doug McAllister tried to feel her up with the oven mitt?
Okay.
Sounds like you can really pick him.
Yeah, it's a wonder I haven't slept with you yet.
Ow.
Well, that's it. Forget dating. I mean it at this time. Kennedy's could call me.
Especially Kennedy's.
Monica throws down her napkin in disgust.
I just thought he was nice, you know?
There's an uncomfortable pause then.
I can't believe you didn't know it was a line.
As Monica leaps across the table to kill him. Cut to interior Monica and Rachel's apartment later. They're all back in the apartment. The guys are again raiding the fridge.
Why don't I just bring my groceries straight to your place?
Okay.
Monica comes across Rachel's Bloomingdale bag. She takes out the boots.
What's this?
They're my new, I don't need a job. I don't need my parents. I've got great boots.
How'd you pay for them?
Credit card?
And who pays for that?
My father?
So when you say you don't need your parents, you mean except for the stuff you want to buy.
What would you like me to do? Not have my parents pay for anything?
Rach, you can't live off them your whole life.
I know that. That's why I was getting married.
Well, give her a break. It's hard being on your own for the first time.
Thank you.
I remember when I first came to the city, I was 14. My mom had just killed herself and my stepdad was back in prison. And when I got here, I didn't know anybody. And I ended up living with this albino guy who sold smack in Port Authority. Then he killed himself. And then I found aromatherapy. So believe me, I know exactly how you feel.
Rachel can only stare at her.
Look, maybe this whole roommate thing wasn't such a good idea. I mean, this is high school all over again. I work every afternoon, every weekend for 2 years by this horrible Chevette hold together with band-aids and no windows. Her father buys her a BMW convertible. This is the real world. I don't need that here.
That was such a great car.
Ross?
Do you know how jealous I was of your car?
Oh, please.
I was, because it was yours. I look at you guys in your crappy apartments with no doorman and used furniture, working just to make rent, and I think, that is so great.
So how come I want to hit you with a brick?
I just don't think I can do it. This is me. This is who I am.
Bull. That's not all you are. You think you'd be my friend? Give me some credit.
Rachel stares at her. Dissolve 2. Interior the same a little later. Rachel sits at the kitchen table with her credit cards spread out before her. The others look on, supportive. Rachel picks up scissors. She hesitates.
Is this really necessary? I mean, I can stop charging it anytime I want.
The first step is admitting you have a problem.
I can't do it.
You can.
Come on.
Go, Rach!
You all start to cheer her on.
Come on!
Come on, Rachel.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
God.
Do
Oh,
it.
God.
Do it.
Cut.
Come on.
As she cuts the first card in half, she lets out a little cry. The others cheer.
Hey!
You know what? I think we should just leave it at that. You know, it's like a symbolic gesture.
That was a gas card. You don't even have a car in the city.
Okay, fine.
With that, she quickly and painfully cuts through the other ones.
If you listen carefully, you can hear 1,000 retailers scream.
Rachel hesitates at the last one, very nostalgic.
This is my first one. You can hardly see the numbers. They have to punch them in the magnetic strip so it doesn't work anymore.
Rachel, cut the card.
Rachel summons her courage and cuts. The others cheer. Monica gives her a hug. Aw.
Welcome to the real world. It really sucks. You're gonna love it.
Dissolve 2. Interior later that night. Joey, Chandler, and Phoebe have left. Monica, Rachel, and Ross sit watching television, eating Oreos. On the TV is the Dr. Bernie show. A veterinarian is showing a woman how to give eye drops to her cat. Ross yawns.
You want to crash on the couch?
That's okay.
You sure? I'll make you peanut butter and bananas.
Nah, I gotta go home sometime.
Yeah, well, I gotta go to sleep sometime, so.
She gets up, kisses him on the head, and starts toward the bedroom.
Don't forget tomorrow's Dad's birthday.
Oh, great. Wait till today to tell me. Like, I can really get a card to him by tomorrow. Jerk.
She goes in the bedroom. Ross turns to Rachel.
In my heart, I'm an only child.
You want it?
Split it with you. You probably didn't know this, but back in high school, I had a major crush on you.
I knew.
You did? Really? I always figured you thought I was just Monica's geeky older brother.
I did.
Ah.
She shrugs and gives him a smile. It was a long time ago.
Listen, do you think, and try not to let my intense vulnerability become a factor here, do you think it would be okay if I asked you out sometime? Maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Okay, maybe I will. Night.
Night.
He gets up and starts for the door. Monica comes out of her bedroom. She sees his face. He is clearly very pleased with himself.
What's with you?
I just grabbed a spoon.
And with that, Dissolve 2. Interior coffee house. Several days later, Monica, Phoebe, and the guys are hanging out.
Okay, fine. It's a great butt. It's a phenomenal butt. In a Ned Beatty sort of way.
Shut up. Just shut up.
Monica laughs. The waiter comes over to the table. You guys want any coffee? We pull back to reveal the waitress is Rachel. Oh, that was serving Rachel.
Sorry. You
Who knew?
guys want any coffee?
Did you make it, or are you just serving it?
Just serving it.
Sure.
Have one.
Pour up.
As she pours,
You know who had great legs? Mr. Green Jeans.
When did you see his legs?
as they all chime in laughter and talking at once, we fade out. Do 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 do. Tag, fade in, interior Ross apartment evening. All the furniture is finished and all of it is a little askewed. Ross goes into his kitchen table and sets glass down on it. He sits, the chair is visibly uneven, rocking from leg to leg. He tries to fix it. The glass begins to slowly slide down the slated table. He catches it just in time. Ross gets up to answer it, and he's surprised to discover Carol, his soon-to-be ex-wife.
Carol.
Hi. The place looks good.
Especially if you go like this, which is because all the furniture is kind of. Never mind. So, what's up?
I'm pregnant.
The glass falls off the table. Ross glances at it, then back at Carol.
I'm sorry. What was that?
I'm pregnant and I want to keep it.
Is it mine?
Well, we know it's not Susan's.
Ross takes us in, and on the little cliffhanger, we fade out. And that's it. That's the end. Great job, everybody.
Yay.
That is Friends. Oh, we got to get a picture of everyone, right?
Oh, is that what we're doing?
I'm taking
Might
it
as
off.
well, right?